All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's this time of the week again. It is a summoning time. This time we have a Kai and a Vierna 10 times banner. And yeah, honestly, let's get straight into it. The new man, the man of the hour, Kai. Kai looks impressive, has a nice design, but honestly, he ain't even that big. Let's talk about Kai real quick. So, if you want to make it really simple, Kai is another version of Nyx, Razak, Maul, even Theowin, pretty much a AoE focused marksman that will also have similar uses in Gear 3 with pretty much a little twist added on, and that is the fact that he has these so-called worm snares that he places every 15 seconds through his basic attack and that they're able to immobilize. But honestly, at the end of the day, he's able to attack up to 5 enemy units. He also, with his ultimate, fires a big explosion. That ultimate can, with the use of his talent, trigger twice at a 35% chance. But honestly, he isn't that impressive. If you're still missing a marksman for either the left side or want to play around a bit with the right side or in the middle, Kai is definitely going to be helpful, but he's no one that I would name crucial, nor is it anyone worthy of summoning for, especially now that we're closing in on the last 4 weeks until Christmas. And trust me, Christmas is going to be a banger. At least on the level of Black Friday, if not higher. Because holiday money is money they do want. So yeah, Kai, if you're looking for an AoE focused marksman and wanna flesh out your roster, feel free to do so. If you're saving up your summons and if you don't want to spend money, honestly, no, Kai's not someone you should be looking for. If you happen to get him someday, honestly, he's nice, he looks nice, but he's not going to be anything crucial. Vierna, on the other hand, though, Vierna is arguably the strongest AoE mage in the entire game, mainly because of the fact that she has execution, so everything below 35% health after her ultimate just dies, instantly dies, gets deleted, obviously includes elite monsters and bosses, but that in itself is already pretty strong and makes her a key player in Gear Raid 1. Furthermore, and now the most important part for my reasoning for why you should consider actually summoning for her. We're getting so close to Christmas, and honestly, Vierna is a nice hero, but it is definitely possible to clear all the content in the game without her. Now, here the important part. If you're sitting on a Silas, and you don't actually want your Silas to be a simp, and what do I even mean with that? Honestly, it might not sound like much once we actually start looking at his talent, which is, where do we have him? Here. Which is this one, Vierna. Once you obtain Vierna, unlock her in your gallery, he does 100% extra damage during soul sniping. And now you might be thinking, okay, it's just 100% damage multiplier. At the end of the day, it is what it is. The biggest problem is, it is way more than that. It is pretty much him shooting 2 arrows instead of a single one, him interacting with his passive twice instead of once, and having a Vierna or not having a Vierna is the difference between your Silas hitting 30 or 120 million on Guild Boss. As dumb as that sounds, she is really needed. So, if you have a Silas, if you feel like your Silas is lacking, if you are close to pity, it is definitely worth a shot to try to get her. Because honestly, now that we have her returned for a second time in the 10x banner, I can't tell you how long it's going to be until we see her again. Alright, now on to the next one, Aatrox. Aatrox is pretty much a weaker Cerberus with some nice niche utility in Gear Raid 1, but he's not going to be anyone that you, when you pull him, going to build right away, nor is he anyone that's going to transform or change your account. So, if you happen to get him, that's nice, but I would give him, I don't know, maybe a 3 out of 5. Laurel, though. Laurel is built different. At the beginning of the game, no one really was taking her seriously, but since starting around a month after game release, people started to figure out how unbelievably broken her talent is. Her talent states that upon death, provides surrounding allies with a restoration of 50% of their rage cap. But it isn't just 50% upon death, it is 50% upon even despawning her. So the most used approach for Lura for any gear rate, legit gear rate 1, gear rate 2, gear rate 3. On that note, I'm going to link you my video regarding Lura and her specific use cases here and probably on the end card too. It is upon respawning, and what you do is you place her down and then you instantly take her out again. If you combine it with the Walker A1, you have her down to 45 seconds respawn time, giving a 50% rage buff, which makes stuff like infinite Idril ultimate possible, and is one of the key units in allowing a Lazir to heal on every single heal phase for gear rate 1, or even stacking Sorbonne Arcana at the fastest speed possible, which is obviously the best set for gear rate 1. So yeah, if you don't have a Lura, Lura is incredible, even for guild boss. 99% of the top 100 of guild boss are at the moment using Lura. She is that good. And the best part is, you don't even need to awaken her, nor do you need to 6-star her. She's totally fine at level 45 promotions, which is just mind-blowing. So Lura is an easy 5 out of 5. And now Baron. Baron is an invulnerability tank, so he goes into an unyielding state, an unkilling state once he actually dies. And this is really useful in a lot of circumstances. He's definitely going to be shining in Void Rift. He's going to be shining in Gear Rate 2 specifically. Starting from 19, you need at least one invulnerability tank to go with your Volker to make it possible to reliably clear 219, 220, 221. And honestly, this guy is arguably the top 5 tank. He's easily up there with Oleg, with Isolde, with Hars, with Brock here, with Regulus. He's chilling there. And awakening wise, his A1 is pretty nice. His A3 is really good. And his A5 obviously is quite nice to get 50% HP at the end of Immortal Rev. So him entering the unyielding state. But it is nothing super crucial. So yeah, banner wise, honestly, we get to that. We get to that at the end. Now for the 2x banner. The 2x banner is, I wouldn't call it a noob banner, but anything from just starting out to getting to clearing the 19 stages, or even having cleared the 19 stages already, should still be pulling on the crazy invocation of spirits, because legendaries are the most account changing, account warping, account progressing type of units. And yeah, the biggest problem here is, like I said already, we're getting close to Christmas, and Christmas is going to be a banger. If you happen to have a lot of summons and you're just starting out the game, like right around, you're maybe like a week, 2 weeks old account, you're sitting on between 1 and 3 legendaries, you can still think about pulling on this crazy invocation of spirits. But if you're already sitting on 6 to 10 legendaries, it is probably worth it waiting for Christmas. Which already brings us to the general conclusion. 2x banner, if you wanna spend, if you just wanna summon, so if you big spender, if you wanna progress your account faster, sure. Have fun summoning on the 2x banner. If you're a very, very new account, feel free to summon on this banner. There's nothing you can do wrong there. And if you're an intermediate account, and also if you don't have a lot of summons saved up and want to start saving summons, easy skip this weekend. Now on to the 10x. If you're close to pity, you can take the shot, hope for a 10x, hope for that Vierna. If you're not close to pity, nor want to spend money, this banner is an absolute no-brain skip, unless you have a Silas and are really desperate to get that Vierna, okay? If you don't have a Silas, nor do you want to spend, nor you are close to pity, this banner is an easy skip. And as the usual, if you want to spend some money, if you want to get your hands on Vierna, feel free to summon on that banner, but don't regret it on Christmas.